Alright guys, this is what the battlefield looks like, and it's very clear that the High Command wants us to get to LOA, Tennessee. I'm not sure how we're going to get there, but obviously we want to be extremely cautious on this advance. We don't know what to expect from the Russians. We don't even know if they're going to engage us in combat. Remember, this would be our first bit of combat, so if anything occurs, we really just need to go ahead, be careful, and be prepared. Now, I'm going to move up to PL Appletree with all of these men on the right flank, and I'm going to send the guys on the left flank over towards the irrigation channel. I really want to split this attack up as best I can, and in fact, I might drop some of these infantry units from these armored vehicles pretty soon, but this is a infantry fighting vehicle, M2A3, and I think it can actually do a pretty damn good job by itself. So this is the one I am going to send towards Appletree. I hope he makes it there without getting shot, but one of these guys I am going to go ahead and dismount, just in case. If we get stuck with just one infantryman, that's going to be a problem. And we're going to have him quick move up to Appletree as well, and just basically get prepared for what might be a really nasty attack by the Russians. So this is the first time they've clashed with NATO forces, and if they're willing to actually do that, I think they're a little crazy. Over there at those points, we don't have anything. But what about these guys? I want to move them individually. I want to go ahead, quick move this way. I'm going to keep a few of these guys back for reserves. And as for the rest of these fellows here, I'm going to have them quick move up to the irrigation ditch. And a few of these guys I'm going to have just hunt, just in case. They'll kind of be able to watch the backs of our allies. And I'm hoping this is a good first move. So here we go, guys. Wish our boys luck. Go, America. Like I said, I'm keeping a few back as reinforcements. If anyone opens fire at you men, you have the authority to fire back. Alright, so right now our guys are right there on the tree line. So far we don't see anything, but one of our guys is going to move towards Appletree. We very well might take a hit there. Alright, I like it. I like it so far. No contacts. But the closest bit of cover is going to be Appletree. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take these tanks and quick move them this way. Make sure we get at least a little bit of cover. This might not work out. Who knows? I'm also going to drop the spotter right here. Can I drop the spotter? I might need to stop the tank for a bit. And don't forget, we have air support, we've got drone support, we've got a lot of stuff. In fact, with my spotter, I might drop some drones and go ahead and see if we can spot the enemy. So this is just an unmanned drone. Sort of allows us to find the enemy. Let's use the Raven. And I'm going to throw it up over this point. So let's put a point target. Maybe we'll just observe this area, and let's observe immediate confirm. Even if it doesn't come in on the perfect spot, I think it's going to be good enough to make a difference, and we'll keep moving with this guy, of course. So let's keep moving towards Appletree with this guy. We've also got some tanks, and you better bet these guys are going to hunt forward, especially since if I were the Russians, I would absolutely have some sort of AT unit right here on the highway. So that's definitely something to consider, and a lot of our units are still moving up. At this point, I want these guys to hunt. We're going to take this guy as well. We might as well bring the main battle tank up. Same with this guy, too. Alright guys, let's do it. Check your sectors, boys. For all we know, the enemy could have an ATGM. I actually see a burning vehicle Let me take a look over here. That might be a NATO vehicle that was destroyed by the enemy way... First Cavalry fighting vehicle. Now, this is not from our current army, but clearly we know that the enemy has hit our men in this area, so we want to keep our eyes open for sure. That's the call for the drone. Okay, so we've located objective Apple Tree. That's definitely a good start. We're in there. We're not having any resistance whatsoever. I might drop an infantry team here just to make sure, but it's looking pretty safe. There we go, guys. Laser warning. We've spotted something. It looks like it could be 2nd Infantry Fighting Vehicle, a BMP-3M Stora. I'm pretty sure this thing could cause us some serious damage, so I'm going to try to see if I can target it. No line of sight. We're going to try to get in there and get a damn line of sight. So I'm quick moving fast. And same with this guy right here. I'm going to clear. And we're going to hunt in this direction. And I'm really hoping that maybe we could get a shot on this guy. Still out of range. Now our tank right here is trying to pop smoke to stop him from seeing us. And we still don't have a light of sight. So we got to be careful here. And I'm going to keep moving that battle tank up. Only thing I'm going to do different is I'm going to have him hunt in the direction of where I see that enemy APC, which is up near Pine Tree. With this guy right here, I'm actually going to stop him because I want to get these infantry units out, especially now since we're beginning to see some movement. So let's dismount these boys and keep moving this guy up. We'll basically keep attacking. Come on, boys. This is where you got to be absolutely careful. This infantry unit is out and about, and I think we could probably start moving them forward over to location Apple Tree, leapfrogging with our infantry a little bit. I don't think they're going to get hit, but you never know. So let's try to be careful here. Keep moving towards Pine Tree. We got a few more tanks to move up there. I'm going to do the same thing with them, and a lot of this is going to involve just hunting, quite frankly. We've got all these guys back here as well. And I'm going to be moving them one by one up here. I don't want to just throw everybody up. A few of these infantry units, probably not a bad idea that we drop them. Because they could probably provide some pretty good firepower here if need be. So I'm going to dismount these guys. And as they dismount, I'm going to have them hunt to the next area. I'm going to move this guy. Quick move him up here. So we know that the enemy probably killed our friends all over there by GR909468. And that's going to be an area we absolutely want to take out very, very fast. I'm going to move towards the irrigation channels in a bit of an unsafe way, but I hope it pays off. Let's do it. Keep your eyes open, boys. Laser warning on our tank. Alright, we got some gunfire. Oh, hell yes, we got some gunfire. Look at that. And they're popping smoke too, so we can't see them. Laser warning on that tank. Looks like both of our tanks are spotting each other. Not just us, but the Russians are spotting us as well, and vice versa. Should also be getting that that drone view very, very soon. In fact, I think I hear the drone coming in. How can you hear a drone? It's pretty damn hard to hear. Probably just imagining things. But I do want to move towards Kiev, irrigation channels. These are all areas we want to take. So far, no real direct combat. We spotted the enemy off in the distance, for sure, but we haven't actually come into any sort of combat with them yet. Let's dismount these boys here. It's not doing us any good hanging out. So, in fact, I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to go ahead and dismount. And these boys are moving right into the woods. And as for this guy, I am going to quick move towards the irrigation channel. Dismount here as well. And once again, I'm probably going to have our guys follow. So I'm quick moving with our men forward. Some people may disagree with this tactic, but I think this is the way to go about it and get over to this point. And also, this tank has to be extra careful because we know that there's an enemy troop nearby. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to hunt with this guy forward. With this tank, I'm keeping him back here, actually. And this is actually not a tank, but an APC of sorts. But I still hope he's able to take out that tank. And in fact, since he's not a tank, I'm going to take that secondary tank that I was going to keep in reserve, and I am actually going to quick move him and then have him hunt, try to kill whatever the hell is up there in front of us. Make sure the rest of our guys are moving forward. They are indeed. We could actually move towards point 182, so I'm going to actually hunt towards point 182. And let's send one of these fighting vehicles, one of these tanks, over there to hunt in point 182 as well. As this guy continues to hunt this way. Pretty soon we could just bring in an artillery strike, but I don't want to make that decision yet. I want to wait just a little bit longer. Let's hunt over here with our tank as well. Got a few stragglers still back here that could probably use... Well, we could probably use their assistance, to put it simply. And I think we're pretty much set. I'm going to go ahead and quick move these infantry units right there. This tank is already moving forward. Let's hope for the best. I know our guys have their fingers on their trigger fingers, because shit's about to go down. Still no kills on either side. And they're still popping smoke. We see exactly where they are. I'm going to have to get that infantry out if they make it over there. Laser warning. That's what I was worried about. Now, he's popping smoke. He's actually smart. He's definitely popping smoke to try to stop the shot. Maybe an HEGM, maybe an enemy tank. We don't really know yet. One thing's for sure, I absolutely have to get that infantry out of there. So, let's go ahead and do that. Clear your movement. We may not be able to clear his movement. There we go. And dismount. And we're going to go ahead and hunt in that enemy direction. We're not going to be afraid of the enemy. In fact, quite the opposite. We're going to be advancing along all fronts to try and take this area. This guy as well. I want him quick moving this way while maybe some of our guys quick move across to the irrigation ditch. Yes, we might be hit by some enemy fire, but at least we know we're approaching very close to where we need to be. Clear and keep moving, brother. Alright, let's do this. There we go. That's some fire. Oh! A beautiful hit. I hope they didn't hit any of our boys. I don't think they did, but we're going to check on them in a second. Our boys so far seem totally safe, and I'm definitely going to take a look. We got a penetrating hit, without a doubt, on that gun. And the enemy just got a right hit hull penetration on one of our smaller tanks. Shit is definitely going down now, and we've got to be very careful. Alright, taking fire from the right flank. I hope our boys can spot what's firing there very soon. Laser warning on the tank. Penetrating hit, but I definitely know where the enemy fire is coming from. It's coming from the wood line over there by Pine Tree. So we're going to try to move on that area. Ooh! Shit! Find those targets, boys. And that's incoming enemy artillery fire, which means they're getting a little worried themselves. We're going to keep hunting, and once again, I think we want to move towards objective Pine Tree. Let me clear that. I'm almost certain that there's going to be some enemies over there that we did not even find before. We didn't even notice they were there. So I'm going to quick move. I'm not stopping this advance, far from it. We're still moving with the rest of our tanks, of course, and even the infantry is going to keep moving up. So let me go ahead and quick move right up P32, And we can keep moving forward with our tank as well. We're just going to keep hunting right up the street. I'm not losing hope yet. I think we've got plenty of chances, but we've got to be just a little more careful. Let's also take a look at that kill we got. That was a really long shot from the tank. I've got to commend the driver. He absolutely saw that target and took him out without a problem. So if we can keep that up, these Russians are not going to last very long. But look how well they're positioned. It's really hard to see that guy. A tank destroyer right there. No wonder they're getting so many kills with tank destroyers. We really do have to find an area of theirs. And I think what we might do here is once we get into position over there on that line, before we go to LOA Tennessee, we're going to keep using those spotters to call in airstrikes, all sorts of stuff just to open up the area. So let's hope that we can find some of the enemies that just shot at us from here. Let's go. Come on, boys. There we go. We've got an enemy right ahead of us. Right in front. I know not all of our tankers are going to see him. More artillery fire from the enemy. And so far, it's pretty far from any of our men. So, not too worried. Another laser warning. Shit! Hit again. We're still not finding those enemies at all. We're trying to locate them, but they are spotting us way before we spot them. Come on, somebody spot the enemy, damn it. A lot of smoke on that road. I see the enemy right there. The question is, can any of our men see him? And that's just a 2nd Infantry fighting vehicle, but killing that could really open up our options. Man, you better be aiming at that vehicle. Alright, we're staying right here. There's got to be a line of sight. So that bridge is definitely going to be a place where they're going to have a lot of bad guys. That's an area target. It's not quite good enough to spot the actual guy in here. So I think I'm going to have to keep moving forward. A lot of these tanks are just going to have to hang out here for now while we deal with this situation, of course. And a few of these guys that have basically just popped smoke, I think it's probably better to go ahead and move them over here away from the road. We'll have some tree cover, and who knows, maybe enough to go ahead and do some damage to the enemy. I'm also really tempted to call in yet another unmanned drone, so I'm going to point target the unmanned drone right where the enemy is over here. Now, this is actually a striker drone, so we can actually bring this in for air support, and I don't know if I want to bring it in on something like an APC right now. I might have to hold out on that. But then again, maybe not the worst idea in the world. So I'm going to bring it in just this one time. We're going to put a point target on the enemy APC. If we destroy it before it gets there, you know, all the better. But right now, I want that area dead. We could also just observe it, but I'm going to drop some heavy fire. And 5 minute, confirm. Let's do this, boys. Come on, boys. Shoot the damn son of a bitch. Ooh! That was right behind our men, actually. That was a good hit, and it looks like some of our men may be wounded. Definitely. 2 men wounded for sure, possibly dead. Already a laser warning. We're continuing the assault. And I'm actually going to take this guy and hunt this way, because we have not taken a look at every single area we could. So I'm going to take this tank and that armored vehicle and move up that way. Might even take this armored vehicle. We've had it all the way over here for quite a while. But actually, it looks like, wow, he may actually be immobile, which is kind of weird. So let's just go ahead and let's quick move to the irrigation channel. If we face some enemy resistance, well, at least we'll know where the enemy is. Right now, we're trying to find the bastards. We've also got a few guys back here that we haven't really touched. Ooh. So I might bring them up. I sort of kept them as replacements just in case. And a few jeeps, etc. back here that could help. So let's consider this for a second. And I think we definitely want to move this infantry up. So I'm going to move these guys up to point 182.6. Spotters can stay put, and with this tank, the main battle tank, we're going to go ahead and keep hunting this way. So hopefully we spot one of the enemy units. So far, they have great defensive capabilities. They're really hiding very well. Whoa! Incoming fire. Getting really direct hits on our infantry units. Too direct. Laser warning on the enemy tank. We finally got a kill. Yes, penetrating hit. Our tank is getting some shots there, hitting the weapon mount. But can we actually kill it totally? I think we can. Another penetrating hit. The crew in there is scared. We just intercepted a projectile and survived incredibly. And I don't even know if we killed that thing. I know for sure we did a lot of damage to it. But we're taking projectile hits from the front. And we've got to keep our eyes open, see where the hell this is coming from. Maybe get into the woods as soon as possible. We had to have done some serious damage to the crew of that vehicle. That many penetrating shots, unless they got extremely lucky, they're going to be in pain for quite a while, I think. Okay, let's take this guy. Hunt. We're going to keep hunting with this guy as well. Hunt. Keep hunting with this guy this way, of course. We're going a different way with this team, just to make sure we haven't missed any of the enemy back there. And we can start moving up the rest of these tanks, I think, with a quick move. We might have to attack from the left flank first into Gro 9488. And I'm going to keep hunting with these boys. So I'm actually going to quick move to Pine Tree so we get a little of cover. Same with these guys. But at least we spotted the enemy. We got some nice shots off them. I don't know if it's enough, though. I'm going to move this guy, this battle tank, over to the irrigation channels here. And the same with this infantry unit. He's going to follow the tank to take this area. Let's get started. Oh, maybe we have a few more things we could do. I'm going to do a harder left turn. Straight for those irrigation channels. And same with this guy. Let's go. Oh, that's right. He can't move. I'm going to probably have to bail that crew out. They're not really very useful. Let's bring this main battle tank up to the front lines. And maybe a few more of these M7A3s. So we are trying to clear this area. We're trying to get the hell out of here. Let's hope it works. Here we go, boys and girls. Wish us the best. Go, go, go. Laser warning on the tank. He's going to pop smoke. Projectile intercepted. Holy shit. Hit from the front turret. Our weapons hit. We still don't see where the fire is coming from. It looks as if it's coming from this area over here, but we're not spotting a damn thing. Again, we intercepted the projectile unbelievably. I definitely know they're firing from that general direction over there. It's got to be over there, so we're going to keep moving that way. Yep, it's coming from right in front of us. So there we go. I'm moving forward. I'm hunting. Our tank is fine right now. We've got to find out what's going on there. I'm going to do the same with this tank, and I already see an ATGM team over there to the right side. That's a major problem. So we're going to hunt the ATGM team. We might even be able to go ahead and just start opening fire from them over here. No line of sight yet. We'll get there soon enough, and we'll do the same with these guys. Clear. And these guys are going to just quick move. Hopefully overrun that ATGM team before it could become more of a problem. Get this tank, quick move as well, and get this tank and keep moving towards our designated area. So I think we'll be okay. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take this guy and hunt this way. Come on, boys. The victory is yours. Shit, laser warning. Oh, penetrating hit on our tank, but at least we see the enemy now. And unfortunately, yeah, that guy's down. It's not one of our main battle tanks, but it's our infantry fighting vehicle. And definitely not something that I want to lose, to be honest with you. He's taking a lot of hits here, but not really doing much damage to most of our vehicles. So I'm hoping we're going to locate what the hell is shooting at us. Still taking shots, still taking shots. We're going right to the area where the other APC was. And there we go. We've located objective G9RO9468, which is actually really important because we're supposed to get reinforcements an hour after locating this objective. So this is a good sign. Unfortunately, the not so good sign is me not being able to see what the fuck is shooting at us. Alright, nice, nice. Oh, nice hits. One of our guys spotted that tank. They did get a shot off. Stay alive, boys. Stay alive. Pop that smoke. We definitely know for a fact that an enemy tank is over there to the right. That may have been the tank causing all of this trouble this entire time. And if that's the case, that's what we need to go for. So I'm going to keep moving towards Pine Tree, and I'm definitely going to keep my eyes out for that enemy tank. We know it's somewhere over here, and we want to take that area. So we're hunting, of course. We're moving forward with the infantry units, of course. Few of these tanks are going to continue hunting forward to the hill. And I'm even sending this guy through. We haven't spotted that enemy APC. I know he's got to be somewhere in here. I just don't know where. I'm going to send another group in. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this series, make sure to let me know. I know I'm not the greatest combat mission player. In fact, it's probably one of the games I'm the worst at. But I really do try my best. I respect it for just how complex it is. And if you guys enjoy watching me play and have some tips, I always appreciate that you put it in the comments down below. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get one more turn in here, because I'm not finished. And I've got a friggin' truck that I want to bring forward, as well as a tank. This guy can also move forward. We're just going to quick move him up towards Pine Tree. Here we go. Laser warning, of course, on 2 tanks. Keep going, man. Gotta spot the enemy. A lot of artillery fire coming in. It's probably not going to do much to us unless it hits the infantry. But I'm definitely concerned. There we go. That's a hit. That's a hit. He hit the reactive armor, which is not enough to kill it. Well, let's keep firing, man. Reload, damn it. Reload. And there we go. We've got some infantry units. We're definitely going to have to go back and spot that fight. Penetrating hit. We're absolutely... This is one great thing about this game is we can actually go back and see what's happening. So, looks like we found them. Keep firing, and they're in trouble for sure. Finally found that group. And let's see if we can take out that enemy tank. That would be the icing on the cake. Keep firing. He's not dead yet, boys. Penetrating hit on this vehicle. Once again, one of our smaller tanks. He seems to be okay, incredibly. But I don't know how long it's going to stay for. And it looks like, the penetrating hit was over here. It looks like we actually got popped right out of our own vehicle. Now our men are going to have to fend for themselves over here. And now that I know there's infantry over here, I want to bring my own damn infantry over. So that's going to be a whole other part of the battle. But I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, make sure to hit that like button. And I'm trying to make these episodes a little longer than usual. So we'll keep that up for sure. And hope you guys are enjoying so far. Hopefully that tank, at the very least, is severely damaged. And I would assume from all the dust around here that it probably is. But I'm going to leave you guys to give me some suggestions, etc. And hoping we can take out another tank and get to this town. The fact is, we're halfway up the field. This is how far we need to go, and we're still getting reinforcements. In fact, we just got another tank over here. So we just need to keep pushing. But I would like to minimize casualties, which is something that we definitely need to improve on. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and glory to the U.S.